focus is going to be on release. So releasing tension, any blockages stored up, especially we're going to focus on the shoulders and the neck, that we tend to store a lot of tension there. So we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. You can find your comfortable seat. Sometimes it's nice to sit up on a pillow or blanket. Otherwise, no need at all. You can just sit on your mat. And find a tall, nice, long spine. As you inhale, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, drop your shoulders down and away. Inhale, do that again. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, draw them down and away from you. And then keeping your arms where they are, take some circles with your neck, just moving really slowly. No rush. Moving in both directions, just beginning to warm up the neck. And then come back to neutral. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers at the top and press your hands up towards the top, to the ceiling. So really reach and press. So finding length through your side body and a nice shoulder opening as well. Breathe here. Exhale, draw your hands to the front of your space and draw your belly button in. So you're taking a little rounding in your back, coming into a little cat. Inhale, draw your hands up towards the ceiling. Spread your collarbone wide, so really broaden through your collarbone, and exhale, come forward. One more. Inhale, reach your arms up. Shoulders should be nice and stretched now, and slowly release. Bring your right hand down to the mat, left hand overhead. Little stretch here. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And then come back to center and we'll meet in a tabletop position, coming to your hands and your knees. Taking a few cat-cows, so drop your belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly, warming up the spine, and exhale, round. Another cat-cow, inhale, drop belly, look up. Exhale, round, draw the belly button in, and then come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So pedaling out the feet, stretching the hamstrings, easing into it, deepening through the breath. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step to the top of your space. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Interlace your hands again. Press your hands up towards the sky. So similar to what we did in the beginning, but standing up here, really reaching, extending through your side body. And then take a little side stretch to the right. So bringing those hands over to the right. A little bend in your knees will help. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Nice, and then release your arms and interlace your hands behind your low back. Press your hands behind you. Puff up your chest. Little back bend here. As you exhale, bend your knees and bring those arms overhead. Deep forward fold. Breathing here, letting your arms hang over your head if that feels good for you. You can let your head shake, maybe yes, no's.
And then gently release your hands down to the mat. Just shake it out. Nice. Halfway lift. Find length.
And step back to your high plank.
Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees down to the mat.
And lower your chest down while keeping your hips raised. So hug your elbows in, bring your chest down towards the mat. So knees and chest, and then your chin lifts up. So you're stretching through your chest, stretching through your throat. Breathing here. Inhale, scoop your heart forward, coming into our baby cobra. Untuck the toes, lift up, little baby cobra here. And exhale, release. Nice. Push yourself all the way back into downward facing dog.
Inhale, extend your right leg behind you.
Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. And then open up to your goddess pose. So goddess pose, I will face you. So feet are out wide, toes are pointing outward. And right away, just feeling into your hips, into your legs. You can sway side to side. Breathe here. And then bring your hands on the inside of your legs. Breathing here, maybe going a little bit lower. And then draw your left shoulder down, head comes down as well. So this should feel like a nice release in your low back, especially your neck and your shoulders, just letting everything go. Inhale, coming back to center and switching to the right. So right shoulder drops, head hangs heavy. Inhale, come back to center. Let's do 2 more. Left shoulder drops, head comes heavy. Inhale, rise, and exhale, switch it out. Inhale, come back to center, goddess pose, hands to heart. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. Nice, and then inhale all the way up, star pose. And you're gonna curl your arms down to frame your right foot. Step yourself back into plank. And then bend your knees, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift your heart up, baby cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. All right, so let's do the other side. So inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge, high lunge, lift through those fingertips. As you exhale, come once more into your goddess pose. So goddess or horse pose. This is a great one at stretching the inside of your legs as well. Breathing here. And then straighten your legs, turn your toes in, hands come to your hips. Lift through the chest, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, bending from your hips. Starting to bring your chest closer down towards the ground. Maybe your hands touch the earth, finding a little length in your spine. And then exhale, deepen the fold. So the wider your stance, the easier it will be to bring your head closer down to the mat. Breathing here. Maybe your hands walk behind you. You can also interlace your fingers behind your low back and draw your hands overhead. So again, taking a nice shoulder stretch. Letting your head be heavy, your neck is relaxed, your jaw's relaxed, breathing here. Nice, and then slowly lower your hands down, bring your hands back to your hips, keeping a flat back, come all the way up to standing, super slow. Turn your toes out and then star pose. Extend everything out long. Take up space. Cartwheel your arms to frame your left foot. And step back, plank pose. Bring your knees down.
Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes and take a baby cobra. You can also take full cobra if you want to straighten your arms and reach your heart forward. And then lower down. Press yourself back up to tabletop. And then take a little child's pose. So knees come out, big toes touch, bring your hands forward. And just rock and roll, releasing here, taking some deep breaths. Just staying centered, staying connected. And then in this child's pose, begin to walk your hands over to the right. So left hand might come on top of that right arm, stretching through the left side body. And then we'll switch it out. Slowly walk your left hand over, right hand comes on top of that left hand. Breathe here. Bring your hands in front of you and slowly walk yourself back up. All right, bring your feet in front of you. And we're gonna take a seated forward fold. So remove the fleshy parts under your sit bones and sit up really tall. And if you have tighter hamstrings, you can bend your knees here. You can also bring like a strap around your feet. That can be really nice. So extend your legs out long, maybe a little bend in your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, start to grab for your shins, your ankles. Maybe you can grab for your feet. So taking a little forward fold. As you inhale, think length, lengthening in your spine. As you exhale, think about deepening into the fold. And continue like that. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. So finding length in your spine rather than rounding. This is really great for the low back, stretching out the hamstrings. Continue to breathe here. Taking this opportunity to go inward. So forward folds are really beautiful at allowing yourself to close your eyes, just drop in, see how the body's feeling and also the quality of the mind today. Continue to breathe here. Maybe find a little bit more depth in this and then slowly release. Let that feel really good. Bring your hands behind you and bend your knees. Just take a reverse tabletop. Pressing into those hands and feet. And then lowering down. All right, we'll meet all the way on our back. Extending all the way back, extending our legs forward. A little bit more to continue to release any tension, especially in the back, the low back. Inhale, draw the right knee in towards your chest. Exhale, take a little supine twist. So right knee falls over towards the left. Breathing here. And then we'll switch out. Extend your right foot out long. Hug your left knee in. Gentle squeeze. And supine twist. Left knee hooks over to the right. Arms come up to a T. Maybe your gaze falls over the left. Letting this feel restorative and gentle. And see if you can continue with the breath to release. Releasing whatever is no longer serving you. So using those exhales to let go. Inhale, come back up to center. And then extend your legs out long. We're going to take just a very short Shavasana. So arms and legs out long. Breathe here. And just notice how the body feels. Just giving yourself permission to surrender here. And you may continue to take a Shavasana this practice. If you're ready to start your day, big stretch overhead, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, finding length. And then rolling over to one side, using that top arm as a pillow. And just gently, slowly pushing yourself back up to a seat. No rush. Finding an easy pose, hands come to your heart. Okay, thank you.